What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Casting Across Texas. Today's trip was something special. I had the incredible opportunity to fish a private lake out on the beautiful DeLoach Ranch in Taylor, Texas. Taylor's just northeast of Austin. While I was out there chasing bass from the kayak, I was able to meet Mark. Mark's the ranch owner, and I also met his son, Jiro. Now, Mark's got a huge heart for veterans and is working to make this place a sanctuary for groups like Heroes on the Water. And you know what? He's not stopping there. He's got big dreams for this land. Plans to host Boy Scouts, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and a lot more. It really is more than a fishing spot. It's becoming a place of healing, hope, and some serious bass action. So let's hit the water, soak up Texas sunshine, and see what this special lake has in store. Let's go. So I started off the morning with a whopper plopper, trying to get some topwater bite. Didn't get anything with that, so probably gave up too soon. But in any case, I switched over to a Hybrid Hunter Junior shad color, and I was fishing along the edge of some vegetation.
That feels like a fish. Whoa, big fish. Ah, that's not a big fish. He's fine. Number one. There it is.
Oh, he got the line. Hell yeah.
That's a fish. That's a fish. Number two. Don't normally handle these treble hooks without grips, but I think I got this. About the same, maybe a little bit bigger than the last one. Fish. No. Yeah. Thought I was stuck, and I got a little one. That's number three on the Hybrid Hunter. Really buried up in the grass. I thought I was just got grass on that one. Maybe throw a Texas rig.
So at this point, I had picked up my pedal drive and paddled into the grass. I was also using a swim jig for a while, and that was also getting fouled up quite a bit. So I decided to switch over to a Texas rig.
Weightless Texas rig.
Of course, as you can imagine, the idea with using the Texas rig is I could get up real close to these reeds in front of me and pretty much throw right on top of them without having to worry about getting stuck. I was also still seeing some activity over to my left, just outside the reed line, so I decided to go ahead and toss over that way a little bit as well.
There's one. Oh yeah. There's one. Come on. Not a big one. Not bad. It's a long one. Let's see. Measuring. Yeah, he's over 12. 12 and a half. Number 4. On the Texas rig. This is a perfect spot for the Texas rig. And a bunch of grass. Yeah, emerged, which means it's above the water, I believe. I'm kind of throwing it, letting it sink where those holes are. That one actually was pretty close to the boat when it hit. And it's a green pumpkin red plate. I'm kind of pulling it across that emerged grass, and then when it gets to a hole, I just let it sink.
Now what I'm pointing at here is a stick that I actually saw sticking up out of the water, kind of standing alone all by itself. The thing about it is when you're in an area like this that there's a lot of vegetation, a lot of the same type of terrain, If you can find any type of isolated structure or cover, that's usually a good area to target. And so that's what I'm doing here. Again, the stick was standing up by itself, so I figured that'd be a good piece of cover.
Come on, buddy. Felt good. Felt bigger than it is, but that's okay. Is that number 5? There was a stick over here that was standing all by itself among all this junk. I threw right to it, and that's where it was. That one is right at 12. Let me cut him. That's 5.
Here I got back out on some open water. It's probably about 8 foot deep. I could see some vegetation under the water, and also I could see some fish kind of swimming around, probably about 3 or 4 foot deep. So I decided to go ahead and pick my hybrid hunter back up.
Ah! I didn't set the hook because it was really close, and I thought, yeah. Do it again. A crappie. Take a picture of this for David. Crappie! Oh, that's a nice one. Oh. Man, these things feel a lot bigger than they are.
So you're probably wondering what's going on here. So what we have is this lake actually has a lot of smaller fish, and they're trying to cull out some of those smaller ones so the bigger bass can continue to grow and get a lot bigger. So what I was asked to do, and anyone that fishes out here, what they want them to do is, if you catch a bass that's under 12 inches, they want us to go ahead and clip half the tail off. So what that does is that allows the larger fish, when they're feeding, they can actually chase down those smaller fish because they won't be able to swim as fast, and the bigger ones can eat the smaller ones. An 18-inch bass can actually eat a 12-inch bass. So that's the process that we have going on out here. So here I am. I picked up my Texas rig again, and I'm targeting these reeds right along the bank, trying to get as close to the grass as I can. And one thing, as I mentioned earlier, when you're in an area like this where a lot of it looks exactly the same, if you can find any kind of difference in the terrain, like a little bit of the grass sticking out further into the water, little vegetation points, things like that, those are always good target areas.
Oh yeah. Feels like a good one. Oh my God! Oh my God! That was a big fish. That was a big freaking fish. Big fish. Golly. Oh well, I'm gonna get another one. Hopefully. Wow, that was a nice freaking fish. Those guys I was talking to earlier, they come out here a lot. They said there were some big ones over on this side. I didn't really feel it hit though, so I didn't set the hook like I should have. Anyway, you can do it again. On the Texas rig. At least I know they're over here. There's one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't jump. Don't jump. Decent. I think that's probably the biggest one so far. One.
I'm of a mind that if you catch a fish and lose it, the chances of you catching that same fish in the same day are pretty slim. But in any case, I was back in the same area that I had been at earlier where I'd hooked into that big fish and lost him.
There's one. Oh yeah. Got him. Oh yeah. Big and big and big and big and. Big un. Wow. Look at that. That's, I don't know. I'm gonna guess 2.5. Close to 3 maybe. Nice. That's just kind of popping it, reeling it a little bit, popping it, pausing. And for pause or so, and I start reeling is when I start feeling the pressure. Then it's time to hit the hook. Right there. Yeah, that was it. But it is a lot of fun. There's the one. Come on. Yeah. So, ah. I gave it time to take the hook. To take it. I actually watched it swim with it for a little bit. Damn. It must have just had the worm because the hook is exactly where it was. That's interesting. The hook isn't even moved, so it just had the worm. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I actually watched that one swim with it a little bit, so I thought we were good to go. And even when I was reeling, she was holding on, but she spit it. She didn't have that hook. She did not have that hook.
So I had picked up my drop shot, and I was in an area now where I started seeing bluegill beds on my side scan imaging. For those of you that don't know what that would look like, what that looks like on side scan, essentially it looks like you're looking at a bunch of honeycomb under the water. I'm going to show a picture here so you can kind of see what it looks like. Of course, anytime you have bluegill beds, we also call them perch here in Texas, there's a high possibility that you're going to have bass in the area as well.
Yeah, that's a fish. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Got it. $15 and a half. 15 and a half. A lot of blood, but I think she'll be okay. Come on. Go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. She got it in her tongue really deep. I was able to get it out. Hopefully she'll be okay. She swam off anyway. But maybe I'm stuck. I'm stuck this time. There could be a fish on here. Oh, it's a fish too. Thought it was stuck. That was stuck. Must be lunchtime. Robo wormfish number 2. I have to admit, this is probably the best fishing day I've had in well over a year. When I'm fishing, there's actually looks like a little bit of a ledge right here. There's a lot of vegetation behind me. And I know I can fish that too, but I keep getting my drop shot kind of hung up. So I'm fishing like the edge of the grass, and there's still a little bit sparse here and there vegetation. And there's also bluegill beds around here as well. I can see them on the side scan. So that may be a reason we have the bass over here. Staying by the bluegill beds. Texas, we call them perch more than bluegill. So I also have a longer leader on my drop shot. It's probably about 30 inches maybe. So that way I can try to hold it above the vegetation as much as possible. Of course, the thing to keep in mind is when you cast a drop shot, your lure is going to be at an angle, so it's not going to be as high above the bottom as you would think. As opposed to if you were to just drop it straight down. So I kind of account for that as well with a longer leader. So try to keep it higher in the water column. Right now I just drop it straight down pretty much. About 9 foot of water. Right on the edge of the grass and the vegetation that I've been fishing in. Definitely fish on the fish finder. They look decent size. Oh yeah. Right on top of those bluegill beds. Come on. Small one. Be under 12. Little guy. I may have already mentioned it, but the reason I'm cutting the tails for the ones that are under 12 inches, I've cut ones, maybe they're right at 12, is because the owner, they're trying to control the population. So he wants us to cut anything under 12 inches, cut the tail fin, half of it, part of it, because that'll slow the fish down. Then the bigger fish can eat the smaller bass. The bigger bass can eat the smaller bass. So an 18-inch bass can eat a 12-inch. Can eat a 12-inch bass. That was right on top of those perch or bluegill beds I was looking at earlier. I mean, as soon as I dropped it, he hit it. That's where side scan can definitely make a difference as opposed to just having traditional sonar. I wouldn't have been able to see that on traditional sonar. Whoa. Whoa. There's one. Ooh. Do it over a bunch of leaves or limbs, and I was pulling it back and it fell in the water and jumped on it. Probably another 13, 14. Let's see. Just under 12. So I wanted to cut his tail. Thank you, Jesus, for this opportunity to be able to get out here and really do some good fishing. It's been a long time, but to have this opportunity to come out here to a private lake, spend all day, just one other boat out here, John boat. This was a blessing. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me out here. As I said, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Like it if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.